For our truffles, we have 12 ounces of bittersweet chocolate measured out. We have 6 tablespoons of butter. We have a teaspoon of espresso powder, 6 tablespoons of heavy cream, and a pinch of salt. Okay, so for the chocolates, we are melting the chocolate on a double boiler. So what you do is you just fill a pan with water, you set the chocolate over it, you have to stir it continually until it melts. So while the chocolate's melting, you can take the espresso powder and you can put it into the heavy cream and kind of have it dissolving while your chocolate's melting. So just take that and then stir it in. And then by the time your chocolate's done, this should be nice and incorporated. And then you'll be ready to go. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but steam and water is chocolate's worst enemy. So if you see that you have steam coming up, turn your heat down, because if you don't, then your chocolate will seize up. And by that, it ruins it. You won't be able to get a good product. So just turn your heat down. Low heat is the best for chocolate. Okay, so our chocolate is fully melted and ready to come off. Just grab it with a pot holder and just take it off. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our butter. And I like to use scrapers to get as much out as we can, because waste not, want not. That's one thing they teach you in school. Like, can't tell you how many times somebody's given me a dirty bowl and said, scrape out more. Okay, so I think that's good. So what we're gonna do now is, you see how the butter's melting? We're gonna stir that in. And I'm kind of rotating the bowl, and the more you stir chocolate, you can stir air into it, which is gonna give you air bubbles. You don't want that. So just kind of twist it and fold it, if you will. Like, so I go up and I kind of swoop under like that. That's what you wanna do. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the heavy cream that we put the espresso powder in earlier. So I'm going to scrape off a spoon, because that's how I'm trained to do it. Brainwashed, if you will. So I get that in there. And then I'm going to put in the heavy cream. And I'm going to fold it again. So I'm going to fold it. And this is rather warm. So I'm used to warm with my hands. My husband thinks I'm crazy because I can pull things out of the oven with bare hands. So you might need something to hold onto this with, just to let you know, so you don't grab the bowl and start cussing. So now, something I learned that's really fun is I salt everything. I learned this from somebody. I thought she was crazy, but it actually, especially with chocolate, is a thing. So just a pinch. So just grab a little bit of salt, and it makes all the difference. A lot of people don't salt their food, especially their pastries, and you can tell. So there we go. That's it. Now we put it in the fridge, and it's gonna set up for a couple hours, and then we're gonna scrape it and we're gonna put it in our topping. So we have our chocolate truffle mixture here, and we have 4 bowls. You can pretty much do whatever you'd like and get as fancy as you want. You can. So I have cocoa powder, I have toffee chocolate bits, I have an orange infused grated chocolate, and I have chopped walnuts. You can do powdered sugar, you can dip them in chocolate, you can get as fancy or as basic as you want with this. But I have a small scoop. You can use a teaspoon if you like, but I like this because uniformity. So what you do, so this has been refrigerated for about 2 hours. You want to kind of like scooping ice cream, okay? And you just put it on parchment. And you'll want to put this back in the refrigerator and kind of roll them so they're nice and smooth, but they're too soft right now. So you just kind of want to scoop them, get them ready, pull them out once they're refrigerated for like maybe a half hour, roll them into a ball, and then dunk them in everything, and they are going to be delicious. Okay, so we've scooped some of our chocolates on here, and they're really rough looking. So what you want to do at this point, they've been refrigerated for probably a half hour. What you want to do is just pick them up. They're super like pliable. So you just want to form them into a ball, just like that. So it's not rough looking anymore, it's semi-smooth. Okay, so we've refrigerated our chocolates and I've brought them out and I've reshaped them so they're a little less rough. Now we're going to put them into our toppings. So I'll start out easy with the cocoa powder. Okay, so we'll do one in cocoa powder just real quick, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
And these are kind of wet, so you may have to, if you're doing like a cocoa powder or if you're doing powdered sugar, it might have dark spots, so you might have to re-roll it again. So now I'm gonna do the toffee bits with the chocolate. And again, so it's Christmas time. You can dice up candy canes and you can do it like that. You can pretty much roll these in any diced candy bar you want and it'll be really delicious. Or if you're really feeling crazy, you can roll it in like I don't know, chipotle powder or something like that. Just, you can get as crazy or as simple as you want. You can dip these in chocolate and put sea salt on them. So there you have it. All right, hi everybody. So we have our chocolate truffles that we made, and they are 4 ways. So I rolled them in walnuts, and then I have the shaved chocolate, and then I have the cocoa powder, and then I have the toffee bits. So this is our finished product, and I hope everybody enjoys.